as long as they're safe.
Well, life's pretty hectic for an intern hollow investigator like her.
Ellen, you have notifications from your group chat and favorite contacts. Don't read them out loud! Did they ask you to hang out? They invited me to grab some sugary, greasy, high-purine foods after work.
Sorry, Hive what?
What are you trying to do? I won't do anything. Disassembling your neighbor without permission would be kind of rude, wouldn't it? Unless she agrees. Let's meet at Bardic Needle. When are you free? Right now, the evening.
I need more than a conversation. Fix to mirror this situation. A million times for a big dissection. Dig it, drill it, smash it, reveal it. My hands get dirty. Shove it, it rains again, my lord. It's once but a day, it turns out so best thing. This will be a better place for us to live. Sister, brother, look at my armor. Believe the hammer, break the trigger. We don't need a leader, all at once. We are all together, much more stronger. We will ride where we get stone. From block to bone, I passion no. Working hard all day long. We are all together, you will be alone. Come on.
Back to ZENLESS Zone Zero, where I am about to make a decision that I probably am not going to be able to go back on, and then I'm going to be pissed off about it because, well, I get... Alright, so here's the problem. I just went into this event, which I was like, it should probably be fine. Maybe we won't run into anything that's all spoilery, and then we can do this. No. We immediately ran into a problem where it has spoiler characters that we haven't even actually met yet in terms of the actual story. At least the proxy. And Nicole's outfit here is actually on a time limit. I have to suck it up. The voice acting that's not in the game, I have to suck it up. So we're going to do a couple things here. I know that the spoiler character shows up during this story arc, the 1.4 story. I can play it as far as we can go until the voice acting is like really gone and we don't meet this character, or I just say fuck it and just do this event without completing this story quest any further. I'm hoping we can meet the character who will be part of this whole big event, because I don't want to do the story and have no English voices. You've heard my complaints about it before. I want the voices there, so that's why I'm waiting. But the other thing is, I need to get this outfit, and also, I can't just not have polls ready and waiting for when Anby comes with her Silver Soldier version. So, damn. This is the big problem with gacha games in general, is wanting something there, is wanting to like get some characters, but then something happens in the game that could kill your enjoyment if it's not there, so you're waiting for it to finally get there. It's just always a big problem, especially since, like a few months ago, when the whole fucking AI voices thing had to happen. Like, that is the one thing of AI, well, apart from like AI videos and pictures, when it starts hurting the jobs of people, that's when it fucking pisses me off. Anyway, let's get out of that and see how far we can get. Are you ready, Belle? The comms are all set. Let's contact Yanagi and the others and see how they're doing. Okay, I'll contact Section 6. Just as Y sets up a remote call with Section 6, a familiar figure rushes in. Guys, can you reach Section 6 now? Are they with Perlman? There's something important I need to confirm with them. Relax, G-Yun. Section 6 just found Perlman, and I'm about to contact them now. I'm setting up the call now. I'll patch you in too. Not long later, Y successfully gets in contact with Section 6 and explains the situation.
I'm really sorry, everyone, but we're currently unable to track down Miss Hoshimi's location.
Understood. I reached out to my director and some friends in the media. Seems they haven't heard anything about Hoshimi Miyabi being arrested or Perlman reappearing.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Juyuan. This is urgent. Please confirm something for me. Is Perlman with you right now? Check the back of his neck. Please look behind his ears or at the base of his hairline. Do you see a small wound?
What are you doing? Now hang on, my hair? Ow! Easy, easy!
Yes, Officer Juyuan. There is indeed a small wound on the right side of his hairline, approximately half an inch long. How did you know?
This man's being
For
tracked.
high-profile cases, the precinct sometimes puts small tracking chips on suspects when they're detained to stop them from doing anything dangerous. I found out that the chips used on Perlman and the other suspects in recent cases have broad-range tracking capabilities, and they've been active this whole time.
What? A tracking chip? And it's been active this whole time? Even after the airship crash?
That's correct.
What? Hang on. Does that mean that the precinct could have tracked this guy down anytime they wanted?
If the lead investigator wanted to, yes, they could have easily found Perlman from the moment he entered the outer ring. Yet they never tracked him down. The precinct records show that he's still missing.
Our entire operation was based on one assumption, that the mastermind was doing everything to stop us from revealing the truth, to eliminate Perlman, and to cover up their crimes. But if they always knew where he was, then what was the purpose of all the pursuits, ambushes, and interceptions?
Didn't the bad commander take Chief Miyabi outside the hollow to weaken us?
If we were mistaken, then that means Bringer didn't take Miss Miyabi to undermine us. He must have taken her for a different reason.
A different reason. Don't tell me. He wanted the chief herself. But that doesn't make any sense. She has nothing to do with the case, and nothing seemed off with her. Plus, who in their right mind would try picking a fight with a Void Hunter? Unless they're looking to get themselves killed.
Hang on, I just remembered something. The strangest thing happened while we were in the Outer Ring Hollow.
You quickly fill everyone in on what happened with the katana inside the hollow, leaving them with even more questions.
You can't be serious. That crooked commander's target really is our chief. But why?
Doesn't matter. They took Miyabi right before my eyes. I'm such an idiot for allowing this to happen. I must report this to the director immediately.
Everyone calm down. Shouldn't we figure out where Miss Miyabi and Bringer are first?
Miyabi is being transported in a public security vehicle. I can track it. As for Officer Bringer...
He's over where the vision scandal was exposed, just outside the Dead-End Hollow. Remember that place?
How do you know that, Qingyi?
Because he's giving a speech there today. It was on the news. They said it's happening as scheduled, with many eyewitnesses from the vision scandal and concerned citizens attending.
Guys, let's split up. We'll search for Bringer and look for Miss Miyabi at the same time.
Okay, I'll go find Miyabi. Please guide us out of the hollow right now.
No. We shouldn't be the ones looking for the chief.
Why not? Aren't you worried about her? If anything happens to her, I swear I'll...
Calm down, Tsukishiro. You're losing your cool. We're closer to Bringer's location right now, and we've still got Perlman.
But...
No buts. You know I'm right, Deputy Chief.
Nagi, I think Harumasa's got a point this time. For once he's actually making sense. Maybe we should listen to him.
Ouch, that hurt. But thanks for speaking up for me, Sokaku.
I'll find Miyabi. I mentioned earlier that I can track the vehicle. Plus, as a public security officer, I won't attract attention. Miss Tsukishiro, Miyabi and I go way back. I understand exactly how you feel. I promise, I will bring her back safely.
I'll join you. Wise will stay at home with Eos to assist you guys. I'll go with GUN to find Miss Miyabi.
Looks like our tasks are set. I'll stay here to protect the video store then, so you have one less thing to worry about.
The communicator transmitted several deep breaths, followed by a few quick slaps, like someone's trying to regain focus.
I'm sorry for losing my composure, everyone.
Hey, what are you doing? Don't do this.
Makes sense. Let's get moving.
Oh, great, my phone isn't sending a message. So... Ugh. Didn't this fucking happen last time I tried to play the 1.4 story? The internet fucked with me? Is the 1.4 story like cursing my household? What the fuck? My internet will stop fucking around. I got things to do here.
Proxy, you're pretty capable, right?
Better than you think. I'm the best proxy in New Eridu, and I will bring her back.
Okay, I believe you. I'll leave the chief in your capable hands then.
Well, Jiwon is waiting for you at the parking lot. I think she wants to talk to you about searching for Miss Hoshimi. But I feel like she's not in a good mood. She might still be upset, since we hid our identity from her. When there's a chance, we should really give her a proper explanation. Let's just go take her hand like Miyabi said to. Take her hand and look her right in the eyes. You're here. I'm looking into the transport vehicle's location. We'll head out once I get word. Jiwon stops talking after that. An awkward silence settles between you. Jiwon, are you still mad? No, there's no reason for me to be mad. Jiwon seems really upset. Is she expecting an apology from me? Jiwon, I'm really sorry. I never wanted to hide my identity, especially from you. Huh? Uh-huh. So, why did you keep this from me? I didn't want to cause you any trouble. You're an elite officer, and I'm a proxy operating in the shadows. What if the truth drove us apart or even made us enemies? No, I play by the rules and respect law and order, but I don't follow them blindly. I know the difference between right and wrong and would of course do what is just. If you consider me a friend, then you should have had more faith in me. Jiwon, I promise I'll never keep anything from you again. If I do, my brother's gonna have the worst luck ever. Even fortune cookies will come up blank. You don't have to go that far. Yes, I do. You're a very important friend, Jiwon. Your feelings matter a lot to me. I don't want this to drive a wedge between us. Huh? At that moment, Jiwon's comms rings. A little flustered, she quickly picks it up and moves away to check her messages. Manager, I asked Officer Chen to locate the currently active transport vehicles in the Janus Quarter. They're heading north. I believe Miyabi is in one of them. We need to move now and intercept them, with a pubset car. We can use the express lane. But there are checkpoints everywhere, so I might not be able to bring along a rigorous citizen like you. Here, take my bamboo. And we can still stay in touch that way. It'll come in handy. Understood. I'll head out now. As for our conversation just now, let's continue after we get Miyabi back. A short while later, near 14th Street, a pubset car hurtles down the street, siren blaring.
Task Force Patrol Squad to Captain Zhu Yuan. Do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Over.
Copy. Officer Chen, Zhu Yuan here. Over.
Captain Zhu Yuan. Why does your voice sound a little raspy?
It was pretty hot here, and my throat got a little dry. What's your status? Did you find any leads? Over.
Yes, I ran a quick check. There are 8 transport vehicles still on duty in Janus Quarter, and one matches the route you mentioned. I'll share its location with you now. Over.
Thank you, Officer Chen. You've been a big help. Go get some rest. Over.
Copy that, Captain Zhu Yuan. You take care. Don't work too hard. Task Force Patrol Team over and out.
Phew. All right. Got the info on Miyabi's transport vehicle. Wait, the nav data shows that the escort vehicle's final destination is the site of Bringer's speech? This is bad. Tons of people are heading there right now, and the streets are jammed. How do we get through? Sound the sirens? Switch to PubSec motorcycles?
Let's use the hollow. Dead End Hollow is nearby. We can cut straight through.
What? But driving in the hollow is extremely dangerous. Are you suggesting we walk? That'll take too long.
Don't worry. I know a way to get there quickly and safely. Trust me, I've done it before.
Amazing!
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you could drive a train, manager. Is this railway route okay?
By the way, you're familiar with Miss Miyabi, right, Jun? Trust me. I'm familiar with this targeting the Hoshimi. It'll definitely lead us out of the Dead End Hollow.
As I'm sure you know, the Hoshimi family
I think
has
we've got
a
a
long
Ethereal
heritage.
approaching.
They gave rise to the first generation of Void Hunters, making significant contributions to the city. Leave it to me. I won't let them get in the way. There were
Hey,
several
don't cut
other
off.
heads of the family who made significant contributions too. Each of them was an exceptional and unique warrior. They consistently upheld the Hoshimi family's reputation. Up until a certain point, when the Hoshimi family suddenly stopped prioritizing martial skills. They started to involve themselves in the city's management, using their political power.
I know. We have a documentary about the Hoshimi family in our store. There are stories circulating on internet that the Hoshimi family possesses a secret that makes them stronger. Could the urban legend actually be true?
I don't know much, but I have a way to find out. Manager, you can keep us in touch with the outside world, right? I can contact the Hoshimis and reach out to Miyabi's and...
She just got Miyabi's family on speed dial. They that close. Okay. Moments later, to verify Juyuan's theory, Bell stops the train at a safe zone and establishes a communication link with the outside world.
Hello? Hi, this is Officer Juyuan from the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. I'm just calling to...
I know, Officer Juyen. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Throne Quarter Precinct. The head of our house ought to be at the banquet hall still, joining in on all the Election Day events. I've asked my secretary to locate him as soon as possible.
All right. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these calls. I'll wait for your reply then. Not good. With the elections happening now, even the Hoshimi family housekeeper can't get in touch with Miyabi's father.
You seem to be pretty close with the Hoshimis, Juyuan. Do you know the head of the family?
I wouldn't say we're close, but when Miyabi and I were classmates, she invited me to her place a few times, so I've met him before. As the head of one of the most famous families in New Eridu, he must have a lot on his plate. To figure out what the enemy wants from Miyabi, we need to understand their motive. The only way to do that is to talk to her father. But my usual channels only get me as far as their household staff. I don't have any connections to that fancy banquet hall in Throne Quarter. And they use private security that's independent of PubSec.
We just need to find someone who has connections to high society, right? Then I might just know someone.
Moments later, after patching through random play, a familiar voice amp. Oh, great. This is where his fucking... See, this is the part where I didn't want this kind of... Whatever. Master Proxy. It's been quite some time. I never anticipated a call from you on a day like this. Wycon... Damn it.
Lycon, thank you for taking my call. I've got something extremely important that I need your help with. Has Victoria Housekeeping ever offered services to the Hoshimi family?
They're a renowned martial arts family. They've contributed significantly to the construction and safeguarding of our city. Our humble establishment has indeed been fortunate enough to provide our services to them, and indeed, they may be considered loyal customers of ours.
Really? That's great! Do you happen to know much about their family affairs?
That entirely depends on your definition of family affairs. If it's not too much to ask, could you please provide me with a little more context? Jiyuan gives Wycon a quick rundown of the situation. I understand the circumstances, and your request seems fair and justified. However, I'm afraid that I cannot provide such information. It is against our confidentiality policy.
I understand, but...
Although I cannot provide that information, I can connect you with someone better suited to assist. Just a moment. Rena, please watch the lobby for me. Lycon steps away from the call briefly, and a few minutes later...
Hello? Lycon said you had something urgent to discuss with me?
Well, alrighty then.
That voice... Is that?
Oh, is that Miss Juyuan? It's been a while. Thank you for looking after my daughter.
It's been a while, Mr. Soichiro. Sorry to bother you, but it's urgent, and it's about Miyabi. We think someone's trying to harm her, and she might be in danger.
Oh, so you weren't joking? Please continue.
Mr. Soichiro, aren't you worried about Miyabi's safety?
Of course I am, but I'm more concerned for those who wish to harm her. I don't mean to brag, but she's strong. Very strong. She's strong in every sense of the word. Perhaps even stronger than that. Actually, she's even... Oh, forgive me. There I go boasting again. Old habits die hard. Anyway, my daughter has proved time and again that those who wish her ill will never meet a good end. So, in comparison, sharing our family's confidential information, that could be a bigger issue.
What? What do you mean?
Worry not. I have no doubts about your intentions, Miss Juyuan. But our family affairs are sensitive information. It's our rule not to share them lightly, especially considering we have a guest here I'm not acquainted with. Would you mind proving that you know my daughter?
Miss Miyabi's katana is a family heirloom, used by generations to eradicate evil. Only direct family members can handle it.
That's right. If she was willing to share that much with you, it shows that she trusts you. But this information is also known to a lot of her colleagues.
Mr. Soichiro, you secretly swap your wine for juice during social events.
She even told you that?
Please listen to me, Mr. Soichiro. The katana went out of control today. It unleashed massive foxfire. We barely managed to force it back into the scabbard.
What? Lycon, please inform the mayor that I might need to leave early this evening. My apologies. Now you two. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance and must not be shared with anyone. If anyone is plotting against the Hoshimi family, they must be after the katana. That katana is a treasured heirloom passed from generation to generation. It is also the source of power for every head of the family. But the power sealed within it is forbidden. Only the head is qualified to inherit and receive it, and the process is extremely dangerous. My daughter, however, is different. Aside from an accident when she was young, she has never relied on the katana's power. Her strength comes from herself. She is the true genius of the Hoshimi family. It is imperative that the scabbard remain intact. Under no circumstances should my daughter use the katana if the scabbard is compromised.
What the fuck is going on today, man? I got shit to do. What? Okay, now I don't even know what happened. Don't get this in my gut. No, Otto, stop! I'm missing thumbnails.
Drive carefully. If you shake the Void Hunter around, you'll end up locked up in HQ.
Drop the act. You turned at the 7th Street we passed to head back to Janice Quarter. This car was never going to HQ.
So you've known all along. Are you sure you want to calmly let us do as we please?
The schemes of villains are always unique. I might as well stick around and figure out your real objective. Besides, you alone pose no threat to me.
Even with you unarmed?
I don't need a blade to deal with you.
Indeed, we really aren't worthy. After all, this is a treasure passed down through generations of the Hoshimi family. It has slain dangerous ethereals, legendary warriors, the remnants of the old civilization, and the evils of the new era. The cursed blade, Talus.
You...
7 generations of swordmasters have established the Hoshimi family's prestigious standing today. Most people think the Hoshimi family's bloodline is inherently superior, but in fact, the true source of their power is this blade.
How do you know about the Hoshimi family?
Nullface may have botched the mission, but he still managed to obtain your deep sync modeling data. Thanks to that, I get to witness the true form of the cursed blade. Nullface.
How do you know?
7, indeed. We really even with you unarmed. Are you sure you want to
drop the act? Drop the act.
Are you sure you want to call even with you unarmed? Indeed. 7
How do you know about the
Nullface may have thanks to that. It is indeed so beautiful. You're right. No one can threaten you. So we'll make you the threat.
Ah, what an unexpected delight.
Miyabi!
Oh, what the hell is this?
Where am I? I was clearly... It feels like the foxfire is burning me. There are enemies here too? After defeating the enemy, my body has surprisingly recovered. Am I supposed to defeat enemies to recover? It scatters upon being cut. It's obviously not a physical entity. Foxfire. It's a power that belongs to the Hoshimi family.
What do I feel like Miyabi outside of this is slaughtering hundreds of people? Like every single thing I take out here is a person she is killing.
It's changed color. I can't shake the feeling that this place looks familiar. Foxfire! It's burning even more intensely! I'm losing my strength. I must defeat more enemies. The more the better. This place... It's an illusion of the cursed blade. You're done!
You know, usually moments like these in anime or stuff like that, where you're stuck in this weird realm and the character is constantly fighting enemies, usually you don't get to play those portions. You just have to leave that character behind and be like, no, come back. And they're just like, I got it. See you, bro. See you around. Nineva, do you know how much I've wiped the floor with you? Or Nineveh, not Nineva.
think I heard them when my blade went out of control. So loud!
I'll take Nineveh as the outside look, or the inside look, while on the outside, he's actually trying to fight GUN right now.
Is it going to change again? This feeling... my body...
In the illusion, countless monsters surge forward like a tidal wave. Miyabi relentlessly swings her blade, cutting down the ethereals, pushing herself to the brink of total exhaustion. Kill, kill. Countless voices invade Miyabi's mind, gnawing at her sanity. It feels as if swinging her blade without thinking is the only way to escape the torment. Shut up.
Are these people citizens?
I could attack.
What?
They do give me the option to attack.
How could I? I will never wield my blade against the innocent.
Are you serious? You better not try anything. Where are you staring at? Are you sure this is the right
I refuse.
I love it when these games end up doing stuff like that, where the character is weak and starts walking and you get control of that. Hoyoversus did that in before. They did it before.
Is this also how you coaxed my mother back then? Did you convince her of this fate the same way? Is this how you turned her into the sacrifice? Answer me! Good. So you remember me. Do you really believe that the inheritance traditions are right? No. But I have a proposition. I understand that you had to make difficult choices to survive the era of hollow calamities. But times have changed. Past sacrifices were made, so there would be no more sacrifices in the future. The Hoshimi legacy shouldn't just stop at inheriting this blood-stained gift. If outsiders are capable of bypassing the rules and taking your power, then what's the point of clinging to this cruel ritual? Therefore, let's cooperate. That's right. I've always been aware that I'm not the type of heir the Hoshimi family needs. I don't have my grandfather's keen judgment, my aunt's resourcefulness, my father's knowledge, or my mother's sharp mind. But I have swordsmanship. It's the one thing in which I'm genuinely gifted. From now on, if you heed me, I'll rewrite the fate of the Hoshimi family in my own way. Be my blade, one that slays only evil. And I'll repay the injustices that forced your sacrifices. My mother was the final sacrifice you'll ever receive. From this day forward, under my command,
I'll turn you into a legend which is truly unmatched by anyone. So you'll agree?
Before she can finish, the subdued firefox burst into fierce flames. I don't know. The blazing foxfire slowly peters out. The illusions and voices fade too. Hoshimi Miyabi props herself up as best she can, not wanting to collapse. At this moment, a familiar voice rings out.
Miss Miyabi! Miss Miyabi! Can you hear me? Hey! Can you hear me? Proxy? Yes! It's me! Miss Miyabi! You're finally awake. How are you feeling? So, that golden light was you. Thank goodness I didn't draw my blade. The citizens... Did I hurt them?
Rest assured, Miyabi, you didn't hurt anyone. When those strange flames appeared in your eyes, the manager and I knocked you into the dead-end hollow. You were swinging your katana the whole time, but only at the ethereals coming at us. Just now, you suddenly froze. The flames on your katana disappeared, and we were able to get close.
I see. Thank you. I almost made a terrible mistake. I feared if my blade had harmed those dear to me, hurt innocent people,
Miyabi's voice is weak, as if recovering from a severe illness. Her furrowed brows finally relax as tears trickle down her face. The invincible Void Hunter girl sobs softly, like an ordinary girl.
Miss Miyabi?
Belle, there's an emergency. The rest of Section 6 has arrived at the speech venue, and it's a total mess. Looks like Bringer's trying to get away.
What?
Hearing the latest update over the communicator, Juyuin holds Miyabi tightly and looks towards the proxy.
Leave her to me. I'll take her to the nearest medical center. Go, manager. Go catch the culprit. We absolutely cannot let him get away.
That was a pretty good part of the quest right there. I like that whole Miyabi section. I like it. I like it when these gacha games do that. When they break away from the normal gameplay to let the story do something a little interesting. In the video store, the siblings are flustered. The connection's gone. What's happening? Let me check the error logs. Looks like a massive surge of active ether caused EOS's internal modules to malfunction. Maybe it's because of the cursed blade. It might be because Miss Miyabi's katana went out of control. It's happened before. EOS was exposed to a surge of ether at close range. Its internal communication module might be damaged. Everything's a mess right now. I wonder how Miss Miyabi is doing. Worry not, manager. Juyuin sent a message saying that she's taken the young lady from the Hoshimi family for treatment, so you can set your mind at ease and focus on dealing with Bringer. Where is Bringer now? And what about the other members of Section 6? We haven't heard from Section 6 yet. At that moment, a familiar petite figure rushes in. Ah, right. This is where we're going to be running into Bellabog Industries, where their voice acting is supposed to... I don't remember who's not there. I think it's just Grace isn't there, but it's like, these missing voices are still noticeable. And maybe even Koeda might not talk, I don't know, we're about to find out. Proxy, Yanagi from Section 6 asked me to contact you. Koeda? What brings you here? Not long ago, someone from Section 6 suddenly showed up with Pearlman. They said we have key evidence of Bringer's involvement in the Vision Corporation case and asked us to watch over him for a while. With that guy's help, we went through the documents thoroughly and managed to compile the evidence of financial dealings between the Vision Corporation and Bringer. I never would have thought that Bringer is the one behind all of this. Yanagi told us to send the evidence to a public security commissioner through a special channel. She's already leading Section 6 to go after Bringer. How's Section 6 doing? They left in a hurry and only gave me a designated communication channel. Proxy, try using it to get in You wanted to say get in contact, but then you also wanted to say get in touch. That's what my brain was doing. Okay, connecting now. Yanagi, can you hear me? Hello, Proxy. We're still at the speech venue. It's all thanks to Bellbog Industries for sending the evidence against Bringer to the commissioner. He immediately suspended Bringer and called him back to NEPS headquarters for investigation. But it seems like Bringer doesn't plan to hide anymore. His men deliberately caused chaos, even crashing into cars to make their escape. The crowd went into a panic and it almost resulted in an accident. By the time we got there and brought things under control, he had already gotten away. We couldn't catch him. All we found at the scene was your Bangbu. Damn it! We were just too slow. We didn't make it in time. Still, Perlman has given us an important piece of intel about Bringer's whereabouts. Bringer might have gone to Port Elpis. It's that old cargo dock of the city outskirts, swallowed up by the Hollow. Perlman said Sarah and her people have been shipping tons of supplies there through the Vision Corporation, including special etheric items. A dock in the Hollow. Belle, do you remember the news about... A dock in the Hollow. Belle, do you remember the news broadcast Nicole made us watch this morning? They caught footage near the edge of the city. It looked like there was a hollow right near the water. A cargo dock? Then it probably really is near Port Elpis. It's an area with all sorts. A perfect place for criminals to slip away unnoticed. But there's someone in our bureau who is pretty familiar with that area, so we may have a chance to catch a real big fish. Rest assured, everyone. Leave this to me. I'll head to the port now and contact our undercover angler. Got it. We'll work on fixing the HDD on our end. Yanagi, can you take EOS near the port? According to the data, the ether in that hollow is unstable, which could affect nearby communications. While we can operate remotely from the video store, I still feel a bit uneasy. Just to be safe, let's take the portable equipment and work near the port. We can also recalibrate EOS's connection module while we're at it. Near the port? Alright, I'll reach out to Ben and update them on the situation there. Great, we'll make our way to Port Elpis after we wrap things up here. This time, we won't let Bringer slip away again. The group agrees to meet at Port Elpis. After ensuring no one suspicious is nearby, Jingyi leaves the video store. Well, Jingyi just messaged. Her informant has found Bringer. Looks like Perlman's intel was accurate. Bringer plans to use the hollow near Port Elpis to smuggle himself out of the Janus Quarter. Got him! This time, we won't let him slip away again. Yanagi said that once we're ready, we can go find them at Port Elpis. The HDD is pretty much fixed, and the portable device is good to go. We'll head out as soon as you're ready. Alright, wait a moment. So if I do this, is this the final part? I don't know. Hold on. Well, I tried using my PlayStation itself to kind of check out where we're at with this, because, again, if there's going to be a lot of missing voices in this next part, hold on, I'm going to spoil myself a little bit. So I guess I'm going to have to do things like this. The rest of the story quest, like, this is the end, like, this is it. This is the final part of the story quest. This is where we're going to run into plenty of missing voices, and it's going to make everything just feel like I can kind of let it pass for having to try to do like a male voice. Like if the male voice actor isn't there, I can try to do it. But when it comes to the female voices, I can't do that. And the end of 1.4 also kind of makes it look like a big credit sequence anyway. So I think what I'm gonna do is this. I think I'm gonna suck it up. We're gonna have to do things out of order, because the character, who becomes a big spoiler for the event and stuff like that, doesn't show up until the end of the 1.4 story quest. So I'm gonna add the rest of this footage to what is supposed to be the current video of Miyabi kind of going a little crazy, and I'm just going to go with everything else that was added in this update, because I need to have the polychroma for Silver Soldier Anby when she comes out in the next update. So yeah, I'm just gonna suck it up.